कुछ पाने की हो आस आस, कुछ रमा हो कोई खास खास। आशाएं आशाएं आशाएं, हर कोशिश में हो वार वार, कर दरियाओं को आर पार। आशाएं आशाएं आशाएं, तूफानों को चीर के मंजिलों को छीन ले। आशाएं खिले दिल की, उम्मीदें हंसे दिल की। अब मुश्किल नहीं कुछ भी, नहीं कुछ भी। आशाएं आशाएं आशाएं, hopes, dreams, aspirations. Yes, you guessed it right. We are back again with another special edition of Youth Talks. Youth that is continuously endeavoring to upskill, upgrade, and upscale itself. Youth that not just talks but walks the talk. Youth that believes in sustainable development. Youth that dreams and strives hard to fulfill those dreams. In today's special episode, we have with us some really dynamic, young, and inspiring girls, each self made and an inspiration in herself. Before I go ahead to introduce each one of them to our revered audiences, I, Bandanpreet Mahajan, founder Walks of Life, a communication and life skills coach, and a youth skill mentor, would like to tell you a bit about the Walks of Life FB community. Walks of Life, as on date, is a strong and vibrant community of 1100 plus effervescent members, all from different walks of life, as the name suggests. The group, with core focus on leadership, learning, and life skills, was envisioned to serve as a virtual platform wherein experts and learners from different walks of life congregate, agglomerate to exchange and share their viewpoints, their expertise, their learnings, their experiences for societal edification and empowerment. The show for the evening is co-powered by Genius Editorial, a coaching cum training institute that runs both online and offline modules for communication skills, life skills, and youth skill mentoring. GE envisions empowering of masses and transforming of lives as its mission. Having said that, let me introduce you all to our enthusing and inspiring young panelists for the evening. So first we have Manpreet Kaur. So we have Manpreet on the screen. So hello,
Hi, how are
Manpreet.
you?
I'm doing good, and I hope you're doing good as well.
I'm good too. First of all, happy Diwali to everybody
Thank
here.
you.
Happy
Same
New
to
Year.
you as well. Yeah. So as we let me just introduce Manpreet to all to our audiences for the evening. Manpreet Kaur is a public relation consultant. She is an MC at the Candid Talks by Famous Six and an aspiring writer, poetess, and a soft skills trainer. Manpreet comes with over 5 years of experience in public relations. She has worked across sectors including corporate, technology, retail, finance, lifestyle, and hospitality. Some of her prominent clients have been UC Browser, Emirates, Club Factory, American Express, and other renowned malls in Delhi, including the Pacific Mall and Ansal Plaza. Manpreet carves an exclusive strategy that helps the brands in leveraging their image in the media as well as market. Manpreet has done a postgraduate diploma in PR, ad and marketing, and also holds an MBA executive degree from IMT College and pursuing MA English from IGNOU at present. She's also done a post professional graduate degree in Indian classical music. She loves traveling and writing. Must say, quite a diverse and a very vibrant kind of persona that you are. A very great profile, a very dynamic profile, Manpreet. It's a pleasure to have you with us on this platform this evening.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Pleasure is all mine.
So let's move on to our next panelist for the evening. We have Rakshita with us. Rakshita, hi Rakshita, how are you?
Hi, Preeti ma'am. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good as well. So it is indeed an honor and privilege to have you with us this evening. And let me tell people about Rakshita. She is a startup enthusiast who loves building growth models and growth strategies. She loves to discover great talent and help them discover their dream roles. Her name is Rakshita, and she's graduated from Bharati Vidyapeeth University, Pune. Presently, she is working as a business growth manager in a Pune based IT company and is also working as a freelance recruiter. She has recently started with her clothing line, which is called Rumia. Now, that's a very unique name. She
Thank you.
was also involved in part time teaching when she was in college, and she's mentored her juniors. She's a big time dog lover. And through her venture, she is planning to help out the dogs in need by donating some parts of her revenue. That's really kind. That's really great. And
Thank
last but definitely not the least, she was awarded the Best Entrepreneur by Vishwajit Rao Kadam, who is one of the founder members of BBP Pune.
That's right.
And yeah, I would also like to reveal to the audiences that she is one of the alumnus of my own coaching institute, which is by the name of Genius Editorial. So it feels really proud as a teacher, as a mentor, to have you amongst the panelists this evening, Rakshita. Welcome.
Thank you for inviting me, ma'am. You have always inspired me. So thank you for inviting me here.
Thanks for being here. So let's have our next guest for the evening on screen. So we have with us Amya Madan. Can we have Amya Madan on the screen? So hi
Hello,
Amya, how are you?
ma'am. Good evening. Hi, how are you?
How are you? Good?
I am good. How are you?
Great. So let me tell you people about Amya. Amya is a certified handwriting and signature analyst. Now that's a new one. And she is the founder of Ekrevons. The tagline says, "You write, we discover." And this particular endeavor of hers aims to provide personality profile to individuals through handwriting and signature analysis. This is quite interesting. So, a graduate in psychology honors from Delhi University, she is currently pursuing her MBA in innovation and entrepreneurship from SIBM Pune. A keen enthusiast who loves to travel and also likes to know more about people, she loves to interact with people, know their opinions and thought processes. She was an active member of the Debating and Fine Arts Society in her college and also the Corporate Connect head of the internship cell. She has also completed her advanced diploma in French from Delhi University. It is really indeed an honor and privilege to have you with us, Amya. Thank you for
Thank you,
being here
ma'am.
and
Thank you
thank
so
you for
much.
accepting the invite.
Thank you.
So, yeah. So, last but definitely not the least, in any which way, we have with us Shivangi. Shivangi Nerula on the screen, please. Yeah. So, Shivangi Nerula is the founder and CEO of the Royal Solution and Skillify India Training and Development Consultancy. She is a training and NLD specialist, and she has had the professional experience of working as a language trainer at British Council, Macmillan, Yes Germany, the Times of India Group, Microsoft, Concentric. Quite an impressive lineup, I must say, Shivangi. So she was also the organizing
Very
board
much.
member. She was also the organizing board member for the Third World Education Conclave. She is an empaneled trainer with Tata Institute of Social Sciences, the Times of India, British Council, and Teach India. She is one of Unacademy's India's topmost educators. As a corporate trainer, she conducts language training, business communication at Hello English. She is amongst the world's six best IELTS panel list at Hello English. And her clients also include NDIM, Yamaha Motors, HCL, Amstar Technologies, which is an IBM partner, to name quite a few. Besides this, to add to her credentials, she's a certified master trainer for IELTS and ELT, a diploma holder in TEFL, licensed core skill trainer, ELT practices of the 21st century, certified corporate trainer from TISS, certified PEPE trainer for Pearson Group, owner of an IELTS preparation website where she shares informative blogs. She has delivered training in different schools on 21st century ELT practices as well and has a vast experience in language training, sales, IELTS training, personality development training, and soft skills training. Quite a diversified portfolio, I must say, Shivangi. Thanks for being here. Thanks for accepting my invite here on Youth Talks too.
Absolutely my pleasure to talk about how my life turned. So I am actually a model turned corporate trainer. So it's going to be interesting
Okay.
for me to share all my experience with everybody. So that was something which
Yeah,
wasn't there in my profile that you talked about. So yes, I would definitely be talking about that as well.
that will be great. So, having said that, I'm really excited to see what all our panelists have to share today. I think it's going to be a very inspirational journey. talk this entire evening is going to be very inspirational, very motivational, and yes, we're going to have lots of fun as well. So, the first question is, as it goes, what makes you do what you do? Tell us about your professional journey till date, and when and how did it all start, and how has it been since then? So, to answer this question, I'll first move to Shivangi. Shivangi, please answer this question. As far as your professional journey is concerned, what would you like to say?
All right. So, talking from a perspective where I really come, I am actually a very youngest. I would say I'm the very young corporate trainer in the industry till date, and I feel nothing could have ever stopped me because I was blessed with parents who have supported me. I have have never been treated like a girl or maybe those stereotypical pointers being stated. So I have always been a boy for my family, and they have given me utmost freedom to do whatever I want. So first of all, I would want to thank my parents. And second, what makes me do is maybe my passion, and I'm very crazy about something that I really want to do. So I remember when I was very young, I think probably when I was in class 2 or 3, I decided that I wanted to do something really great in my life. So that definition of something great was always a motivational booster for me. So every time I had this great definition, I used to start doing something. So I always believe in talking about the concept of being a starter. As you talked about a very diversified profile that I have, so I have done everything that I wanted, and I have never compromised over my mood swings. If I had a mood to do something, so I have all the leverage and the potential to, quit every other commitment, but to go with what my heart says. So I think, yes, you all need to go gaga with what your heart says. So my suggestion over here to everybody who's watching us live is never go against your heart. Always trust your heart and just follow your passion blindly and do whatever you want. Nobody can stop you. It's only you who can stop. And believe me, these things when we used to realize when I was pretty young, I remember we used to look up to these things as just like statements. We always have this perception कि ये तो लोग बोलते हैं जिसने करना है भुगतना है उसी को पता चलता है बट honestly speaking जब तक हम उस चीज में डाई नहीं करेंगे तो मुझे लगता है कि you would not experience anything. So
Absolutely.
it's just about starting. Forget about big and small. You just have to start, and then you have a long way to go. Maybe all of us who are here today, we are not that big. We are not like maybe Mark Zuckerberg, but in our own lives, we are even not less than that. So it's just about praising yourself. It's about complimenting yourself, pamper yourself, and give whatever your heart wants. So this is my funda, and Bandan Preet ma'am knows me very well.
Yeah, I
So
do. Shivangi, just to ask you very precisely, what was the age when you actually started into your career? How
well,
young
I
were you at
started.
that?
I am still very young, to be very honest. It's my
I
25th
know, but
birthday.
how, yeah, yeah.
So I
So,
started at the age of, I think, when I completed my school, the moment my 12th class completed, I don't know how come this passion of training came into picture, but I was really an enthusiast for English. Since my childhood days, I had a flair for speaking in English because maybe something genetical. My mother was like she's very much in love with the language, so she always had a flair to speak, and that's what I think it was genetically. So I remember long back when I was in class first, and there was a show. There was a kind of a stage show happening in one of the malls and it was organized by MTV. So I remember I was in class 1 and I said, I like to eat Santras juice. So I still remember those 4 or 5 words, and my mother recorded. And I don't know how everything was so much destined that I turned to be a language trainer. So the moment I completed my 12th, I started gate crashing some preschools, and I started developing and creating my modules. And I remember that was the time when I realized that I could do something really great. So not just in terms of commercials, like the finances that I got from the school, but I was much appreciated by the principal and the students and the parents. And very soon, within like next 1 month, I opened up my academy in Faridabad. So that's how it
so it's,
started. It was
yeah,
just
so
like to
it's
kill
never
my
too
time.
young
I
to
thought of
start.
doing. Yes.
So as they say, it's never too young to start and never too late to learn. So I
Yeah, I
think,
started at the age of 16.
yeah, so that's pretty young. And a very inspiring journey, very simple yet very impactful way. You've explained your entire professional journey. So, having said that, I would ask the same question to Rakshita now. Rakshita, how has it been till now, and how have you been going about all these things that you do?
Yeah, so it hasn't been very long since I started working. I started off as a technical recruiter this year in January itself. I mean, I recently graduated 2 days back only.
Okay.
So right. So I got placed through my campus, and I had no idea about technical recruitment, the technical part in it. And to be very honest, I was not really interested in recruitment. But yeah, I mean, I aced the interview, and then my seniors had a lot of faith in me, and maybe that was the reason that they gave a whole department to me even though I wasn't even a graduate at that time.
Right.
So, yeah, they knew that this person right here will have it all sorted. She is a quick learner, and that's all that matters to me. So, I think that's the reason, which is why I still couldn't leave that work, even though I'm working as a business growth manager. But I am still working as a freelance recruiter because I really love that job. I love finding people and finding them their dream roles. And so I would say that my journey has been really excellent. I got to learn many things, wear many hats, and it is getting better and I'm getting stronger. And maybe that confidence actually led me to even start my own venture today. So yeah, it has been a great journey.
Quite a roller coaster ride, I must say. So,
Actually,
yeah, so that's great. And I now move on to Manpreet to answer this question. Manpreet, how has it been for you till now?
So, like Shivangi, I wasn't very sure that what I wanted to do from the beginning. I'm from humanities background, and one thing I had like inclination towards, always wanted to be on stage, be it singing, be it dancing, be it debates. So I was not a very bright student, but I always wanted to be on stage somehow. That I want people to look at me, and I want to have that interaction. I was always a people's person. So I wasn't sure that what exactly I want to do. So I'm from humanities background and I was doing my graduation. In between, I got to know about this public relations course. So I read a little bit about it, and I got to know that you will get a chance to interact with people, and you'll help them in leveraging their image. So that was like quite interesting for me, and I thought that okay, let's try. And I did my postgrad diploma from in public relations, advertising, and marketing, and from there it started. I wasn't even sure that what exactly I want to choose, marketing, advertising, or public relations. Then
Mhm.
I opted public relations. I started my internship, and from there, it was such a good experience because I got to know that okay, I love interacting with people, I love talking to people, I love helping them. So this is what I do. I work for a Singapore-based company, which is Red Hill, and I help brands to leverage their image in media and market through different PR tools using content, and there are so many strategies that we use.
Right,
And
right,
apart from that, I was always on stage, like I told you. I was doing client interfacing while I was in this profession. But eventually, I realized that okay, I'm getting a chance to interact with people, but I'm not on stage, which I used to love. So I was missing that feeling. So I thought of brushing my skills, and I thought of doing this course, soft skill training. And then
okay.
I got to know that okay, I want to do this. And I started my journey of soft skill training. I'm soon going to complete my soft skill program, and I'll be a trainer. So I
Great.
love doing it. And simultaneously, what happened? Am I audible?
Yeah, yeah, yes, please
Because
go
my
ahead.
video is.
Now the video's hung. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, Manpreet, please go ahead.
Sorry, my video got freezed.
Yeah.
Then so this show, Famous Seek, where I anchor and interview people. So this also came into picture. So what happened? Two of my friends started and thought of coming up with this venture, this show, Candid Talk Show by Famous Sikhs, wherein we interview Sikh personalities, because the idea is that Sikhs they have done so much, but they are not somebody who likes to tell, and they know how to tell. And there are so many inspiring stories that can be shared. So that was
Yeah.
the idea. And they asked
Yeah,
me if
even
I
I've
would
been
like.
following your show, and you've been doing a great job along with the people whom you're in association with. And hats off to you guys. You're doing a great job.
Thank, thank you so much. So it's been 11 episodes so far, and
Wow.
we started this, and we had no idea that people will love it. And the only thing was that we all had that positive mindset and positive attitude that okay, we want to share this journey with people because they have something substantial and inspiring journey. So the idea is we interview Sikh personalities from different professions, be it doctor, actor, whatever it is. The idea is to share that inspirational journey and inspire people, and this is what we are doing. So every Sunday we go live at 12:30 and we interview different personalities, and I've got an opportunity to interview people like former MLA Jitendra Singh Shanti ji, who is doing tremendously well for people. And I've got an opportunity to interview Manmeet Singh, and there are so many people. So
Right.
yeah, this is what I'm doing, and this is what I love doing.
Yeah, that's great. So what I'm trying to kind of analyze from all of you is that we all need to work on our skills. Matlab, besides the academic thing that we are all into, I think if we start honing on our skills, if we start working on our passion, then there's no stopping anyone. So I think that's the
True.
message that I've got till now. And I would like Amya to add on more to this. Let me ask her to talk more about her professional journey, any message that she would like to give.
So first of all, if I talk about my school days, so I used to be a person who was always onto the stage, be it any function, be it anywhere, I was there
Okay.
to talk. Like if there is anything that you have to host, Amya would always
Okay.
be on the stage. But somehow being a little more good in academics also, I landed up taking medical also in class 11. However, I say that it was a bad decision because for a person like me, it wanted me to focus more on my cats
Okay.
and not just interact with people. However, I personally felt that I had a personality which was more of in which I had to communicate with people. So I love knowing about people's individual differences, how their opinions and beliefs are different. And so I graduated in psychology just now, and but during those graduation days, I bumped into this handwriting and signature analysis, so which I call a happy accident. Because when I actually got my analysis done, I could know my entire
Okay.
personality just by looking at the handwriting. And so I did this whole certification course. But last year, what happened, like, since childhood, I had a belief that I wanted to start something of my own. I can't take orders from people or doing a job. So last year, I started with my own venture, that is Ecrivon. So that aims to provide people with their personality profile. And so I became a certified graphologist. Earlier, I used to do it for my friends and relatives because I used to enjoy knowing about people, how they actually are. And when I used to tell them about their personality, looking at their handwriting, they used to be really amazed.
Right.
Wow,
So
तुझे
all
ऐसा
of
सब
a
कुछ
sudden,
कैसे
I'm
पता
a
है?
ज्ञानी kind of
So I started,
person
why
कि भाई
not make
देखा
it
और
a
बता
full?
दिया.
Exactly. Yes, so I used to say them in 3 minutes I can get to know you. And even they started becoming scared at times. हम तेरे साथ नहीं बैठेंगे तो handwriting देख के बता देंगे हम क्या सोच रहे हैं. So it's not like that. I used to tell them how they can improve, like what traits they can work on. If they have certain kind of weaknesses, they can probably change them through their handwriting
Hmm.
also. So I thought of why not make it a perfect career, like long-term investment in it. And so I started with this venture. And Ecrivon, I hope
Écrivant, as you follow, it's
during
a
the,
French word.
yeah, it's a French
And
word which says let's write.
okay, that's why. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's about let's all write and get to know about ourselves and improve on it. And during the lockdown, I should say that it got a boost because I could connect with a lot of people And since all of it became virtual, things were going online, I could give the analysis to people, I could help them out. And
Yeah.
so I think
So
it will
very
grow.
soon you'll be getting my handwriting sample as well, and I'd love you
Done
to
that.
kind of give me
Yes.
an entire analysis about my profile too. And I've been following your shows. I think you've been collaborating with a whole lot of people who are into life skills
Yes.
and their life skills and graphology.
Right.
So that's a very
So
good combination.
graphology is all related to all of the fields. If you talk about
Yeah.
recruitment, if you talk about soft skills in the schools and organizations, I'm also collaborating with the schools to help children choose the right career. So I think had I known my personality during class 11, probably I wouldn't have taken medical at that time. So it's
Okay.
really important in making the right career choice also.
That's right.
Absolutely. Well said.
I
So, yeah, so that's a very, very inspiring journey each one of you've had. Manpreet, do you want to say something?
No, no, I was just excited and I just wanted to add that we should all contact her and
Right.
check that
Yeah,
are we
yeah, right,
on the right path or not.
Yes.
right, absolutely. So, having
You
said
are
that,
absolutely, because
yeah,
you are doing so great in your own fields.
absolutely. Everyone is an inspirational story in themselves. So that's really great. I mean, did know something about you people, but today I got to know a whole lot of things about you, and it's really motivating for people like us as well who are in their, midlife. So really inspiring stories. And see, when it comes to inspiration, when it comes to success, I think ऐसा कोई इंसान नहीं होगा जो कि किसी ने कभी लाइफ में failure face ना किया हो. I'm sure each one of you must have faced your own roadblocks in life. You must have faced your own obstacles. So for today, obviously, I wouldn't. We don't have the kind of time to go about the entire set of roadblocks that you faced. But yes, I would want each one of you to discuss at least one major roadblock that came your way, how you overcame it, where did you derive that strength from to set the things right in case you faced any failure or committed a mistake or took a wrong decision in life. So for this, I would like to start off with Rakshata first. Rakshata.
One major roadblock, I mean, there are many, of course, but yes, there has been one thing that always came in my way. But I would first like to, answer the most important part of this question. I think acknowledging the issue is very important.
Yeah.
No matter how big or small, we should always face it and never run away. And that is what I kept doing personally. So the roadblock, actually, my mental health was getting bad, and I was only running away from it just by diverting my mind. I kept working and working, kept on taking things and assignment and whatnot. But then even my work started getting affected. And then
Okay.
I had nothing else to do and nowhere else to go. Sure, my friends and family have been there for me, but I couldn't open up to them. I couldn't do anything until I started acknowledging and feeling those things and emotions. And to be very honest, since then it has been really better for me. And if I have to talk about the strength, I like all the strength that I get is from myself, from within only. I have been my biggest cheerleader, and I am really proud about
Wow.
that fact. And
Lovely.
like one of my very close friends always tells me to have something creative as a form of expression, and I am glad that I found one. And I started off with my venture Rumia, and I get to
Okay.
design,
So that's
create
the story
design
behind
for
Rumia.
Rumia. Yes,
Okay.
yes. So now I get to create designs for all of you, and that really makes me happy. So
Nice.
yeah, I really wanted this to tell everybody: do not ignore your mental health. This is very important. कुछ भी हो जाए, we have always we've been listening to this thing, a healthy mind leads to a healthy body. That is 110% true.
Correct.
Right. So don't ever run away from your problems. Always face it, and I'm sure people will do wonders. Just start
Right.
acknowledging things.
So
That is
don't
very
take this
important.
rise like a phoenix and do wonders with yourself. And Rakshata, you
Right.
raised a very pertinent topic. I think during this time of pandemic that we are in, there is a shadow epidemic
Exactly.
which is there in the form of mental health issues, and it is really important for us to understand, be aware of it, and then address it. Because
Exactly.
normally there's a social stigma attached to mental health issues and people don't like to talk too much about it. But the very fact that you've come here, you've talked about it, I think that in itself should be an inspiration, motivation for a whole lot of people who are suffering from these kinds of issues.
Yeah, I
So kind
really
of
wanted to do that actually because that has been the major roadblock for me. And
right.
I don't want anybody to go through the same thing. So start acknowledging your problems, focus on your mental health, people. That is very, very important.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
once you're fit here, fit and fine here, you'll be fit and fine everywhere, be it your heart, your soul, your body, everywhere.
Yeah.
So before I move ahead and ask this question to Amya, I would just like to mention a few of our audiences who are here. We have Harshpreet Bhasin, we have Rajiv, Surkurana, Madiha, we have Ranjan, Anshika, Rajiv Narang, Sandeep Marwa, and we have Kajal Chatija, KP Singh, Rosie Uppal, Sunny Nagpal, and all of them are really, they are full of these congratulatory messages for all of you for being such great young achievers. We're talking about girl empowerment, women empowerment here, and the source says a very warm welcome to all the young and talented squad of women and entrepreneurs. So you're getting a whole lot of appreciation here, girls. So keep it going the way it is going till now. And I would now take this question on to Amya. So, Amya, could you just throw light on any one of the roadblocks that you faced during your professional journey?
So I think the major roadblock is that the people's perception about you. So if you are good in academics, they restrict you to a particular kind of profession that you
Right.
can go in.
Yeah.
Either you can become a good engineer, you're a good doctor, or a good chartered accountant. But what I feel is missing in today's, so even if there has been so much advancement in the technology, one thing that is still missing is the right career options that is available to the people. Children till now don't know what career they can opt for, what are the different choices that they can make. So even after 3 years of graduation, people still are confused about where we can go, what we can do in life. This I think is a major roadblock. So that passion is very important. Even if you have passion for one thing, you should go behind that, because that passion will make you do everything for it. But if you are
Right.
doing something out of compulsion, you'll never be able to succeed in life.
Right. So I think you've made a very valid point. I think this is something true of the Indian society at large. Most of us feel कि नहीं बच्चा पढ़ाई में अच्छा नहीं है तो वो कुछ नहीं कर पाएगा. While academics are important, but at the same
Yes.
time, your passion, any particular skill that you are good at, needs to be honed, needs to be brought up. And even just as Rakshita mentioned, at times हमारी creativity हमें help भी करती है अपने खुद के लिए भी.
Right.
Really
Correct.
important to let those creative juices flow. And look at you. I mean, you're doing I mean, you're working as a graphologist, and you're doing wonders with yourself.
Yeah.
So that's really lovely and great story. And let's move on now to Manpreet. Manpreet, what has been that one major block that you faced in life?
First of all, thank you so much, everybody who are commenting. So I would like to address that
Yeah, so,
first.
so we have Tamandeep Singh Bindra also has joined us, and he is saying it's great to be here. Yes, please go ahead, Manpreet.
I just, like you mentioned before, so I did not face any major roadblock while my career. Fortunately, by God's grace, I have been doing well, which I wanted to do. So it's pretty well. But before, I'll take you like during my school days. I was not, like I told you before, I was not a very bright student. I was not very good with numbers and science. I never enjoyed that. So my parents used to, and of course, they are your best well-wishers. So they always used to ask me that तुझे हमेशा ये नाच गाने में लगे रहना है या डिबेट्स में रहना है स्टेज पे रहना है what you will do you will not, this will not help you in long term, and of course it was like their concern only. And at that time I wasn't very clear that what exactly I want to do. I was very confused that हाँ ये तो मुझे interesting लग रहा है but what exactly, is this gonna help me in future or not? But
Right.
actually I got to know when I self introspected and understood कि यही चीज something that is helping me, that is really helping me. And I was always a people's person. I used to love psychology, and I got to know that okay, I have an inclination towards understanding people. I like telling them. So from there I got to know okay, I love interacting, I love writing, I love helping people. So I set
Great.
the ground कि ठीक है, I'll be trainer, and simultaneously I'll do something where I can interact with people. And this is what I'm doing. And the idea is to understand what you want to do and follow your passion. So because in this time we have so many vast options. आपको सिर्फ engineer या doctor scientist नहीं बनना. You have a lot of options available. It is just that you have to understand, be it your kid is good in sports or science, whatever. You can do anything or everything. You just have to follow your passion, and that is what I did, and it is really helping me.
So when I'm listening to your stories, right? So I'm reminded of that particular one scene from the movie Three Idiots, जहाँ पर there is this Madhavan's father. He says, "शर्मा जी क्या
Yeah.
कहेंगे कि 40 साल में आकर engineering छोड़ दी."
Right.
But then ultimately, I think you people have somewhere down the line been in the same kind of boat. Maybe not from the parents' ends, but maybe कई बार होता है ना लोग क्या कहेंगे types.
Right, right, right.
तो कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे, लोगों का काम
लोग
Yeah,
काम है कहना.
So let's move on to Shivangi. I think she's been waiting quite patiently for quite some time. So let's see, Shivangi, what's been your roadblock?
My roadblock has always been just one thing कि भाई गोल ढूंढो अपना. एंड
Mhm.
आज जब मैं बहुत बच्चों के इंटरव्यूज लेती हूँ, उनको करियर काउंसलिंग करती हूँ, बहुत सारे बच्चों से बात करती हूँ, तो मुझे लगता है व्हाई आर पीपल रनिंग बिहाइंड दैट वन सिंगल गोल इन लाइफ. दिस इज
Absolutely.
नॉट अ जर्नी भाई. हम सुबह सुबह दिल्ली से बैठे और सुबह मनाली पहुंच जाए. इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट. आई मीन व्हाट आर वी डूइंग विद इट? So I started as a model. I
Mhm.
was in modeling. One fine day, I thought of getting into modeling, and I got into modeling. I walked a lot of times. I've walked the ramp for a lot of times, and then
Mhm.
थोड़े टाइम मैंने वॉक रैम्प मतलब रैम्प वॉक किया. उसके बाद मेरा मन करा कि ठीक है, अब मुझे कोई जज करता है, अब मुझे उस जज वाली सीट पे बैठना है. So somehow I managed to become a judge for a lot of pageants. So I was there as the judge in a lot of beauty pageants, and
Okay.
gradually my father was not against. Rather, I was not very comfortable in that industry, or maybe I got bored. To be very honest, I get bored very easily, so I want change after every now and then. So I think one of the major roadblocks is to find one goal in your life. Why are we all running behind goal? This is a journey. I believe this is not a destination. Career life
Right.
is not a destination, it's a journey. So ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, live your life to the fullest. Forget about what people say. People will say, and let them say. You do what you
Correct.
want to do. If you want to work, you work. If you are a CEO, if you wish to work, okay. If you don't, if you go against your heart, if you are going to maybe pressurize yourself, you're going to somewhere or the other, somewhere or other, you are going to pressurize your head, your brain. So I have
Absolutely.
faced a lot of ups and downs. When I was into beauty industry, I was into that glamour industry. Beauty was one of the major things which we, have had at that time.
Yeah,
So
and beauty के
during
भी
my
parameters
journey,
होते हैं. You have those set parameters.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely, and then gradually, I don't know from where I got the passion of getting into trainings, and everything just happened, right? Because I was walking. It's not that I was not without an aim. Of course, I had an aim in my mind, and that was not to stop. It is not about doing, absolutely, it was about doing big, but it wasn't about searching for that one goal, which is why people don't even start. So one of the things which I even see in people and which I've faced in my life is that maybe we are not getting something to do, इसलिए हम रुक जाते हैं. मतलब थमना
Right.
नहीं है. गिरो, दौड़ो, भागो, मरो, कुछ भी करो, लोगों को मारो, लोगों के लिए अच्छा करो, बुरा करो, but रुको मत. The day you will stop is going to be the day you will end your life. And I always say that whatever you do, fall in love with what you do. And
Absolutely.
obviously, I've been
Absolutely.
blessed with first the gods, and then the mentors, and then the parents. So I have always trusted my heart more than my head, and that's how I'm here. So, and now again, I'm going back to styling. I still do a lot of styling. My mother is a fashion designer. I'm a typical, designers family. My all the cousins, they are into designing industry. So I
Okay.
just thought of changing my career option and got into trainings. And that's where it started when I used to grow models into beauty pageants. So it's not about
Right.
looking at one goal in your life. You never know how Geo built, how Reliance, Ambani, and you have to just look up to diversified options. So don't restrict yourself to
Right.
one single goal. Enjoy your
Yeah.
journey and don't aim. for sitting in one of the trains which is going to take you to Manali or maybe to Singapore
And
or to
that's
Thailand
the
for that
reason
matter.
why, yeah, and that's the reason why all our panelists today, they have a portfolio, a profile which is so diversified. And I think हमारे ज़माने में ना, there used to be this adage which went master of, jack of all trades, master of none.
But
I think
master of none.
tourism जो है, ये आज की डेट में बिल्कुल गलत साबित हो गया है. So you can be, master of several trades. So that's a very brilliant idea that you put forth. And there's this learning from this session for now. So let's move on to our next question. Thank you so much, Shivangi, for sharing your journey. And
My
let's
pleasure.
move on to our next question. And this question is for Manpreet. Manpreet, as you've just mentioned during the first few questions, you've been donning so many hats. You've been a PR consultant, an MC, a poetess, a soft skills trainer. How are you able to efficiently manage all these things all together at the same time? I'd like to know the secret. So just spill out the beans.
So to be very honest, it is not very difficult for me. I know you need to give a dedicated time to things, and that I try and give. But the common ground is writing and speaking, which I do. So Monday to Friday, I am interacting with journalists. I'm interacting with my clients. I'm interacting internally, and on Sundays, I am interacting with my guests. I'm interviewing them. So it's set. And then soft skill is happening in the background because I want to do it. So that is pretty helping me in any and every way. So वो तो साथ साथ चल जाता है. And then coming to writing, so I used to write poems and in the lockdown, which is actually a blessing in disguise for all of us if we see it that way. So
Yeah,
I uh, I had a lot of time, so I thought of trying writing stories. And I wrote two
great.
stories during the lockdown, and I literally got to know that okay, I can write fiction stories also apart from poems. So
And believe you
yeah,
me, storytelling is the next big thing in town.
yeah, it is. So the idea is just to interact, and the common ground is writing and speaking for me. So it's not very difficult if you try and do multiple things. Even I go for my music class, I go for my dance class. It becomes difficult, but at the end of the day, if you enjoy, if you want to do it, then you will do it.
Perfect. So that's very well said. And we have Amit Kaur, and we also have Arazu and Rajiv Narang sir, who are joining us in. In fact, Rajiv Narang sir is also of the view that कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे, and Sur says थमना नहीं है, गिरो मरो कुछ भी करो रुकना नहीं है. Lovely, as Shivangi said here. So that's absolutely right. And thank you so much for sharing this, Manpreet. And I think it's all about time management, as you said. And there was this particular, writer, because आपने अभी story writing की बात की. So I am very fond of Umberto Eco, and he says कि जब हमें काम करना होता है, we need to learn the art of working in the interstices. So आप elevator में भी अगर जा रहे हैं, तो उस time पर if you're waiting for someone, you can write down an article. So that's the way he used to work. So working in interstices, I think, can really help us a lot to manage our time efficiently and take up so many things and take up so many roles brilliantly and efficiently. So very well said. Yeah. So let's move on to Amya now. And Amya, this is about graphology because you're a graphologist. So what is graphology all about, and how do you use it for personality profiling? How is it in tandem with the tagline of your entrepreneurial baby, which is Equivore? I hope I pronounced this right now. So you write, we discover. So I'd like to know more about this.
So basically, graphology is all about telling people's personality by looking at their handwriting, their signature, the doodles that they make. So not everyone make doodles, but if you have noticed while working on the phone call, we make a lot of small figures like squares, triangles, all those things. That
Right.
also reveals a lot about your subconscious. So actually, your handwriting is your brain writing. When you're
Okay.
writing, you don't do it consciously. You don't know what formations I'm going to see or what strokes you are making. So it's all subconscious. It actually is your brain which is writing, and that is read by the graphologist. The strokes that you make, the formations that you're making, even the slightest of eye dots, and each and every letter, your baseline, all reveals about your personality, your desires, your fears, and the defenses the people use. So just by looking at handwriting, people can get to even know that whether a person is honest or a liar, or whether a person likes to interact with people or likes to invest more time within themselves. So all these things are what is revealed by the handwriting. And also, if I talk about the signature, so when we say that people are successful, the celebrities have different kinds of signature as compared to a person who is into software development. That is all revealed in their signature as well. Because every person's what they want to reflect to the society is there in their signature. So that
Wow.
is all about graphology. And you rightly said that Ecrivo is my entrepreneurial baby. So just like a baby, it has started, and every day it is growing. Every day I have to think about how do I dress up more beautifully. Every day it
Right.
interacts with more people. It introduces itself to more people. So it is actually growing like a baby, and
And each time
as
it
you
does
say,
that, I think it's a proud moment for you.
exactly. So, just when you grow a baby, you have to take care of it, you have to nourish it, and you have to take care of it to the extent that it doesn't start growing really very fast because at that point of time, you might lose touch of it. So, that pace
Right.
should also be maintained. And you're
Absolutely.
right, we discovered that the tagline says is all about just right in front of me, and I'll discover who you are as a person.
Wow, that's amazing. I mean, it's really something which is it sounds very interesting, but I'm sure it must be very, very, something which requires a whole lot of detailed study for you as a person, as a
Right.
graphologist. Yeah. So that was really nice. And now I move my next question on to Shivangi. Shivangi, since I've already been a part of Skillify India, I know a little bit about Skillify India, and I would want you to share more about Skillify India as well as your company, The Royal Solution. What is the mission and vision behind the same?
All right. Before I go ahead, I would really want to add one very beautiful thing for all the people who are listening us, maybe some of the youth as well. I think it was Manpreet when she was talking about how she's juggling with it. And so I just want to give one quick tip to everybody and to all the college students is that समय से पहले और समय के बाद मतलब समय से पहले काम नहीं शुरू करना चाहिए और करना भी चाहिए तो अपने आप को नुकसान नहीं पहुंचाना you just cannot suffer your health you just cannot take any opportunity जहाँ पे आपका आपका फेस आपका ब्यूटी आपका स्किन कुछ भी खराब हो मतलब आई एम टेलिंग यू व्हाई बिकॉज आउट ऑफ माय पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस I have got everything very easily, very quickly, and maybe I am a blessed soul. I always believe that I'm a blessed soul, but I think uh, समय से पहले बहुत काम कर लिया तो जब समय आया काम करने का तो तब लगता है कि I need a break. So don't stress
Right.
yourself to such an to such an extent where you just don't feel like working to everybody. So I remember my mama used to say this to me, why are you working so hard? I mean, why do you want to go out every day? Because I remember I used to just rush out of my house. I never used to go to college, but I used to go and give interviews. I used to go and check out, different markets for my styling career. So I have kind of explored every bit of it. So even if I die tomorrow, I would not die, let's say, half hearted कि मेरी ये ख्वाहिश रह गई मतलब मैंने सब कर लिया अब अगर मैं मर भी जाऊंगी तो मेरे को वो salvation मिल जाए. I wanted to be a CEO. I
No, there's
wanted to
still
be
a
a
lot of work
stylist.
that
I
you have
wanted
to
to
do
walk
for
ramp.
people.
I have to do, and that's where now, as I'm growing, as I can see the change in me. I was very impatient. I'm trying to be patient. Now I feel like working for others. Earlier it was only me. It was only my money. So now, even if I have a lot of money with me and I go out to mall, I don't have the courage to even buy 1,000 rupees का shirt. मतलब उसके लिए मुझे सोचना पड़ता है क्योंकि खुद कमा रही हूँ. So I would say
Right.
everything has to come at the right time. So wait for the right time. Don't rush. I rushed a lot. मतलब मैं बस भागी जा रही थी बिना सोचे समझे. भागो मत, थम थम के चलो, बट अपने आप को कहीं सफर मत करो. समय से पहले इतना अपने आप को प्रेशराइज मत कर दो कि जब समय आए तो यू जस्ट फील लाइक मूविंग आउट ऑफ इट. So
Absolutely.
take it easy, take it easy, and keep working, keep going on. जैसा आपको ग्रोथ चाहिए, जो भी आपकी एक विजन है अपनी लाइफ में, उसको बस अचीव करते चलो. छोटे छोटे
Mm-hmm.
गोल्स बना के बड़ी प्लानिंग करना मुझे बिल्कुल पसंद नहीं है. आई ऑलवेज से इट्स अ ब्यूटीफुल बुक रिटन बाय डेविड. इट्स रीवर्क. So I always
Mm-hmm.
believe planning is like guessing. Like for me, planning, long-term plans are like guessing. Make short-term plans, achieve them, feel happy, feel elated, celebrate them, and that's how life has to go on. So going back to the question that you asked, why I wanted to get into trainings and how I became a trainer. I never wanted to do a job. Never ever wanted to do a job. This was one, maybe, I was
I
very,
think
very
that's
stubborn
exactly
about
what
it, being a
Amya
job.
said some time back. Amya also said the same
Yeah,
thing. मुझे किसी के अंडर
I
काम
can't
नहीं
take
करना
orders from
था.
job.
नहीं, it's not about किसी के अंडर काम नहीं करना. It's about maybe a wrong myth in my mind. But when I was growing up,
Okay,
I was from a
okay.
like I am from a family who have been very crazy entrepreneurs. So maybe I have been into a family who have always been into that business industry. So I never wanted to go back to job. ये तो लाइफ का एक
Right.
फंडा था कि मैं गरीब मर जाऊंगी, मैं भूखी रह लूंगी, बट आई वुड नेवर डू अ जॉब. आई थिंक आई वाज रॉन्ग एट दैट टाइम एज वेल. Then I gave
Uh-huh.
myself an experience of working in a company for 22 days, which was a bad experience though, but that was a game changing, life changing thing for me, and that's where I realized that I am a people's person, and I have got good communication skills. I have influencing power. This is what I realized. Okay, there would be a lot of people who would say you कि तुम अच्छे नहीं हो. Don't trust them. Trust yourself. So I trusted my abilities, and that's how I started. With training. So I wanted to be a trainer because that was the most flexible job. No timings, no commitment, no 9 to 5 job. तैयार होके सुबह जाएंगे, स्मार्ट सा ब्लेजर पहनेंगे. This is what my life has to be. So this was what I planned. Early morning, Shivangi driving the car in that business suit, going to the office, giving the training, giving the lecture, and coming back. So that fantasy world is where I started my journey from. And somehow that fantasy world is now my real world, which is absolutely like real and real world for me. So the vision is I felt that I can be that influencing person. I can bring a change. And when I discovered, when I explored about this industry, I never knew about it. Why? Because these things weren't told to us in college. कॉलेज में इंग्लिश ऑनर्स पढ़ी थी तो शायद प्रोफेसर बन जाती या शायद टीचर बन जाती बट इंग्लिश ऑनर्स वाज नॉट माय कप ऑफ टी तो वो तो मैंने अबैंडन ही कर दिया था अपनी लाइफ से आई एम रेगुलर स्टूडेंट ऑफ दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी बट आई नेवर अटेंडेड माय कॉलेज आई यूज्ड टू बंक माय कॉलेज एवरी डे so I think the vision was just to help people to realize to solve problems. So when you talk about big interventions, why a business invest into a training is because there is a big reason behind it. There's a problem. So when we sit with that, that hell lot of problem in front of us, that's like more like solving a tragedy. It's more like solving and being like a detective. So that's where I just started developing my interest, and sooner and later I thought that maybe I can have a team, I can start working on it, and that's how I created Royal Solution, which is a learning and development consultancy. Not a big vision, not a big mission. It was just where I started exploring. So everything starts when when you have that flair, when you have that passion, and it's about being crazy to explore things. So if you have that
Right.
craziness to explore things, I think you will automatically get vision. Need not to get those taglines to showcase your vision. So I never believe in those taglines and those professionalism. I always believe in what I feel is good and where I can add value to maybe your life, to maybe just one life. So that's where my mission fulfills. And going back to Skillify India, well, Skillify India is something which I started during lockdown. It started just with the name. I was sitting idle, or maybe I was watching something, and that's how कहीं से मैंने कुछ इससे मिलता जुलता नाम सुना था हेल्दीफाई पता नहीं मैंने क्या सुना था मुझे आज भी याद नहीं
Hmm.
है बट मुझे इतना याद है
Yeah.
कि मैंने कुछ सुना था और मैंने उससे सोचा स्किल्डिफाई इंडिया बना दो और मैंने उस नाम को बना दिया उसको रजिस्टर करा दिया उसको रख दिया सोचूंगी कभी इस पे क्या करना है बस ये नाम मेरा होना चाहिए so that's where I started with Skillify India and when I sat with this name when I realized कि मेरे मुंह से कैसे निकला मैंने क्या सोचा क्या चल रहा था मेरे दिमाग में I still remember I was drinking water and I was sitting on my dining table chair and कहीं से मेरे मुंह से नाम निकला और मैंने उसको नोट डाउन कर लिया और उसको मतलब रख लिया अपने फोन मोबाइल के नोट्स में डाल के and then I realized that this resonates a lot with the youth and the organization is all about empowering the youth and basically bridging the gap between what is required at the workplace to what is taught in the college. I don't deny the
Right.
fact कि college पढ़ाते नहीं है देखो college अपना काम कर रहे हैं जो
But
उनका
then there
काम
are
है
gaps.
absolutely
Yeah.
there are gaps और उन gaps को मुझे लगता है कि mentors पूरा कर सकते हैं और ऐसा नहीं है कि बच्चों की इंक्लिनेशन नहीं होनी चाहिए मुझे सॉफ्ट स्किल्स कभी किसी ने नहीं पढ़ाया मैंने सॉफ्ट स्किल्स कहीं से कोई सर्टिफिकेशन नहीं करी मैंने सारे सर्टिफिकेशंस अपनी ट्रेन करने के बाद करे मैंने अपनी सारी इन्वेस्टमेंट तब करी है जब मैंने रियलाइज कर लिया कि शिवांगी अब इससे बोर नहीं होगी अब शिवांगी यही करेगी तब मैंने पैसा लगाया आई स्टार्टेड विद
Right.
आईएल्स वन फाइन डे व्हेन आई रियलाइज चलो यार आइल्स पढ़ाते हैं, बहुत बहुत इंग्लिश पढ़ा ली, अब आज आइल्स के साथ एक्सपेरिमेंट करेंगे. एंड आई रिमेंबर आई वेंट टू इंटरव्यू, आई वेंट फॉर एन इंटरव्यू टू गेट जर्मनी, एंड आई डोंट नो व्हाट, दे लाइक मी अ लॉट, एंड दैट्स वेयर आई स्टार्टेड. और मैंने 1.5 साल आइल्स पढ़ाया, अपना मार्केट में नाम क्रिएट किया, उसके बाद मैंने सर्टिफिकेशन करा अपना. So it's
Okay.
not about those certifications. It's not about getting something. It's जब आपको खुद कुछ करना होगा ना, तो आप उसके लिए हाथ पार मारोगे. तो मैं ना तो कॉलेज को
Absolutely.
दोषी ठहराऊंगी यहाँ पे, और ना मैं यहाँ पे स्टूडेंट्स को बोलूंगी. यहाँ पे बस मेरा इतना ही कंसर्न है कि बस अपने आप को एक्सप्लोर करो, अपने आप को प्लेटफॉर्म्स दो, अपनी बेइज्जती कराओ, अपनी रिजेक्शंस कराओ, फेल हो, सब कुछ करो, एंड देन यू हैव टू लर्न ऑल बाय योरसेल्फ. वी कैन जस्ट गाइड यू. सो वी आर जस्ट देयर टू हेल्प यू, गाइड यू. हम आपको लेक्चर्स दे सकते हैं, आपको हेल्प कर सकते हैं, बट पानी में छलांग नहीं मारोगे तो स्विमिंग नहीं सीख पाओगे. दैट्स इट. सो वो तो
Right.
छलांग मारनी पड़ेगी. सो वट एवर माई ऑर्गेनाइजेशन सेज एंड envisions, I think it's about being yourself. If you want to do, in that case only Skillify India can help you. So even where I am not there, my mentors are not there, but you're getting a platform to interact, to talk. So yeah, more of
Right.
automation. And it's about being
Right.
yourself, enjoying failures, and just celebrate life.
Very, very well put. Very well said. Thank you so much for sharing this journey of Skillify India and the Royal Solution. And now, for this particular round of questions, my next question goes to Rakshita. Rakshita, you were just talking about Rumia and how Rumia has, set your creative juices flowing. So, how did a startup enthusiast diversify into this field?
Yeah, first I would like to tell you guys about Rumia. So Rumia is the clothing line that I've recently launched, like a month back only, and we have introduced a line of unisex t-shirts basically.
Okay.
And the thing that sets it apart is our theme actually. So all the designs that you see are aesthetic, and we have tried our best to give out a peaceful, calm, and a soft vibe through it, since we are also promoting mental health, and we will soon have designs for the same as well. Yes, so I came up with this idea 2 months back. As I told you that one of my very close friends have always told me to have something creative as a form of expression since things were going south for me. And
Right.
I was literally searching for a creative hobby since I did not have one, to be very honest. And that is how I came up with this idea. And because of Rumia, I I got to unleash that creative side of mine, and now I get to create designs for people out there. And I really like it when people walk away happy through my work, be it through my job or my venture. I really like that. And yes, Rumia means love and beauty in Japanese. So
Okay.
yeah, I think that justifies everything.
Yeah, it does. It sure does. And all the best for this upcoming venture of yours, Rakshita. And thank you for sharing about this. And having said this, we come to the end of section two of our questions. And section three of our questions basically is about what is the kind of message that you would like to give to all the entrepreneurs out there, to all the startup owners who are there in the making. So I would start off by asking Amya. Amya, what would you like to say to the upcoming entrepreneurs or the budding startup owners and stuff?
So first of all, I myself am a budding entrepreneur, and this I can tell out of experience to the people who want to become an entrepreneur, that always believe in the power of your dreams. And if you think that success can come out with something that you do occasionally, it will not.
Yes.
It wants consistency, and you should be consistent enough in doing something if you want to succeed. So don't stop
Absolutely.
until you are proud of it. This I always say to people. And there'll be ups and downs, there'll be failures. And these ups and downs are important in life, because even a straight line in ECG means that a person is dead. So embrace
Absolutely.
those ups and downs and keep moving forward.
That was short, sweet, simple, and yet so impactful. Thank you so much for sharing this message. I think it will go a long way to help a lot of people out there. So I would now like to ask this question to Rakshita. Rakshita, what is your message?
Right. So all the budding entrepreneurs out there, don't give up on your ideas just because some people are not very supportive of them. All that matters is you believe in yourself and you support your dreams and ideas, because consistency is very important. So keep working for it, and I am sure you people will reach heights. Do not give up. That is all that matters. And since we were talking about it, once you have started your own venture, you literally have to take care of it like your own baby. And in that case, you do not give up. So yeah.
Absolutely. Very well said. Very well said. That's nice. And let's now move on to Manpreet. Manpreet, what's your message for the budding entrepreneurs?
So, like everybody said, of course, you need to follow your passion and you need to have put in that much of hard work. But herein, I would like to tell you a story. So, I interviewed one person, and I don't know if you guys are aware of him or not. He's very well known theater artist, Kuljeet Singh, and he was also
Okay.
in the movie
Breathe. The
Margarita
web
with the
series
Straw.
Breathe.
Yeah, yeah. Amazon
Yeah.
web series. He was also there with Abhishek Bachchan. So I
Yeah.
interviewed him, and a very beautiful thing he told me. He's a very well-known theater artist, and it has been 16 years. And he's very
Wow.
well-known, like across the country. So he told me one thing when I asked him that, because creative field is a very difficult field wherein, and you have to put a lot of hard work. You have to convince people. You have to tell them कि नहीं नहीं हो जाएगा, and people don't show that much faith in you. He started his own venture. He was an English professor as well at that time. He started his venture, and it took 6 years. He to take it to the level. It took 6 years. He had those patience. उन्होंने वो
Yeah.
पेशेंस रखे, एंड ही टोल्ड मी दिस थिंग कि अब मेरे पेरेंट्स ने भी बोल दिया था कि अब तो इसको डब्बे को बंद करो और खत्म करो, एंड बिकॉज ही wasn't getting any artist, he
Right.
was paying from his pocket, he was doing everything. So one thing in our generation, the problem is, and it is with all of us, at least I have that. So we don't have patience. If you
Right.
want
I
to
think
be
it's not just about
entrepreneur,
your generation, it is there with us as well. So restlessness बहुत रहती है. That's I think one of the
हम
national
ज्यादा
problems of our
हम
country.
ज्यादा रेस्टलेस हम ज्यादा रेस्टलेस
Yeah.
है. So I think when he said this thing to me कि 6 साल तक तो मुझे कोई स्टूडेंट्स ही नहीं आ रहे थे, and after 6 year when he was actually thinking of packing this up, and वो सोच रहे थे कि अब कोई बात नहीं, अब खत्म करो, मैं अपना इंग्लिश लिटरेचर ही बढ़ाता हूँ खालसा में. At that time it started from there, and now everybody knows him. तो वो
Right.
पेशेंस की बहुत जरूरत है, इफ यू वांट टू अचीव दोज आर ड्रीम्स, क्योंकि आई एम वर्किंग, मुझे खुद बहुत बड़ा रिस्क लगता है टू लीव माय जॉब एंड स्टार्ट माय ओन थिंग व्हिच आई वांट टू डू, बट it is very important to have that passion, and on top of everything I believe patience is the key to success.
Absolutely. So from Amya, we've learned consistency. From Rakshita, we've learned creativity. From you, we've learned patience. And now I would like to hear what Shivani has to say.
So I believe in getting rejected each day. I always say, let's get rejected. And there's going to be time when you're going to reject rejection. So the other day I wrote one of the, it's been a long time. In my journey, I have faced a lot of rejections because I started early in an industry where people don't even entertain people who are highly educated. I was not even highly educated. Even till date, I'm not educated enough to go and train, but I realized that I have got that passion to train. And that's
Mm-hmm.
where, when my passion, sparked and ignited with my, with my skills that I possessed, I think that's where I added cherry on my cake that I serve to people. So
Right.
my one roadblock for me was my age, but the way I carried myself was very professional. Even till date, nobody, nobody knows my real age. Why? Because I always felt that when I talk about my age, because that was a barrier. So the way I
Right.
carried myself, the way I talked with people was something which was there in me, and that has not just became a roadblock for me, but was even a roller coaster ride for me because I used to dress up. So I remember when I used to go for my early days of my career, I remember there was a contest with principals, and I was very, very, very young. So I had to drape a sari and I have to look like, too old enough, at least a lady of 30, 32 years. So I
Mm,
remember how I
yeah.
managed doing that. So I believe in getting rejected. So my every rejection is like a lesson to me. Till date, I have got a lot of
Right.
rejections. Some happened just like, a few days back. Some happened few months back. And every day there's like one rejection I get. It's not about being into an interview. It's not about meeting somebody. It's about getting rejected even with your idea, with your thought, with your opinion, or maybe with the color of your dress, for that matter.
Right.
So I
Right.
believe that even if you get rejected, डोंट लूज होप. यहाँ तक आए हैं तो आगे भी जाएंगे, ये वादा है. बस खुद को रोकना नहीं है और रिजेक्शन को बहुत अच्छे से embrace करना है. And there would be time when you start embracing your rejections. I'm sure there's going to be time when you're going to reject the rejections, and
Right.
that's where you are a booming entrepreneur. Entrepreneur बनना, सक्सेसफुल बनने की डेफिनेशन बहुत पैसा, बहुत बड़ा शान शौकत, बहुत बड़ा बेस या प्लेटफॉर्म नहीं खड़ा करना. यू आर एन entrepreneur even if you are, maybe just drawing and selling your paintings. Even if you
Right.
have a small business, that's like being an entrepreneur. Realization हम खुद करेंगे. अगर आज मुझे सोचना है कि I'm एक Mark Zuckerberg, then I have got everything within me to realize and make myself feel happy about it. It's just about, in our society there are some kind of benchmarks. कुछ पैरामीटर्स ऐसे बन गए हैं कि लोगों को लगता है कि बहुत बड़ा होगा तभी बहुत अच्छा होगा.
Right.
एंड ये मेरे साथ भी हुआ. मतलब मैं चाहती ही नहीं थी अपने नाम के आगे सीईओ और फाउंडर लगाना. फिर मैंने रियलाइज किया मैं क्यों नहीं लगाना चाहती. मतलब व्हाट इज द रीजन शिवांगी व्हाई यू डोंट वांट इट. क्यों? बिकॉज अभी वो इतने मुकाम तक नहीं पहुंचा जहां जाके तुम अपने आप को सीईओ या फाउंडर बोल सको. So I think there are some kind of taboos in our society and some kind of myths. यहाँ के road blocks हैं लोगों के. So
Right.
forget about it. Even if you get rejected, it's okay. I've seen people, I've seen students, they just take rejections to their heart. मतलब मेरे साथ भी
Right.
होता है. एक दिन 2 दिन चलती है कहानी. वो सिलसिला, वो ड्रामा खुद के साथ चलता है.
That
But
is human.
you
That
have
is
to
but
come out of
human.
the drama.
Right.
Absolutely. So that's where being an entrepreneur, being successful is not about having something big. ये big की definition तो मुझे बिल्कुल समझ नहीं आती. Even if you do something small, you have to make yourself feel you have done big. So for me, it's like embracing your rejections because you will get rejections. That's where you learn, and that's how
Yeah.
entrepreneurship is different because you're getting a chance to learn each day. So that's where I come from. Maybe that sounds very crazy, but that's interesting. Practice it.
No, it makes a whole lot of sense. Actually, I've learned two things from you. Number one, कुछ हमारे यहाँ खुद के भी self-limiting beliefs होते हैं, and we need to obliterate those. That's the first thing. And secondly, as you just mentioned, rejections. Don't take rejections to heart. I think you should take them more like a redirection. God has His own divine plan for each one of us, and sooner or later we realize everything falls into place according to His master plan. So these are the two lessons I've learned from you today. So thank you so much for sharing your messages, girls. And now we move on to the fun part of our session for the evening. And that's what I call the rapid fire round, or ये मेरा favorite round है because this gives me to know more about people around me, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So the first one to go onto this particular ride is Manpreet. So Manpreet, are you ready?
I'm nervous.
No, there's nothing to know. Very, very light-hearted questions. Just want people to know more about you as a person now. Professionally, तो बहुत देख लिया आपके बारे में सुन लिया बहुत. अब देखते हैं who is Manpreet as a person. So Manpreet, what's your favorite day of the week and why?
Favorite day, Friday, for sure.
I think that's true for most of us. Okay. So, and the second question for you is, would you rather be able to speak every language in the world, or would you like to be able to talk to animals if you were given a choice to choose among the two?
So, I don't want you people to judge me, but I am not a very animal lover. I am rather scared of dogs. I
Same
have
here, same here.
phobia. I have
Same here.
so I can't be around dogs. So I rather choose to for
Speak every
languages. That's
language.
better for me.
Okay, great, great. So now this is a very interesting one. Who was your first celebrity crush?
Uh, I think from class two, I it's Shah Rukh Khan and it's forever. I think it's not going to change. It's forever.
Okay, great. So who was your favorite? What was your favorite childhood TV show?
Favorite childhood TV show? It was there are so many actually. Uh, I used to love this show, Shararat. I used to love this one.
Ah, that was a really nice one. Okay, so the next one is, do you believe in fate?
Do you believe it?
Fate,
Fate,
F-A-T-E.
fate. I do.
Okay. What's your favorite junk food?
I love.
Though I
I
think
love.
most of the girls out here, you're all very, you're kind of fitness freaks, but फिर कभी-कभी तो खाती हो गए.
नहीं
We
ये तो
agree, always.
ये गिफ्टेड है बाकी तो आई ईट ऑल जंक
इससे जो एक लेडी को एक लड़की को कभी मिल सकता है कि खाओ भी और फिर भी कुछ ना हो. चलो. Anyways, what's your favorite junk food?
So I am a big time pasta lover, but I'm not very sure that it will come into junk or not.
No, it can come into junk.
It
आप
can
सकता
come
है
into
because
junk, na?
I can
हाँ, so
see
I
the
am
fine
big,
flour. Yeah.
big time pasta lover. I can have like every day.
Okay. Then, and this question is, if you could go back in time, which era would you like to go to and why?
I would like to go when I was in class 11th. So that 11th and 12th, that was the best time I had. Though it was very, people used to tell me, you have your boards and stuff, but that was the best time I had.
Okay. And the last question, what is there for dinner tonight?
I don't know. I have to check with my mom. I'm not even sure that she wants to cook today or not because she cooked a lot of dishes yesterday.
Okay.
तो मुझे पक्का नहीं पता कि आज खाना बनने वाला है
बनने वाला भी है कि नहीं? चलो, anyways, you can anytime go and cook pasta for yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. So you really passed with flying colors as far as this rapid fire question answers round was concerned. But I'm sorry, there's no coffee hamper for getting all the answers
I
right.
was I was about to ask you what I'll be getting. Is there any gratification? Thank you, but I thoroughly enjoyed.
Yeah. So the next one up here is Rakshita. So Rakshita, it's your turn now.
Yeah.
Okay. Rakshita, how many hours of sleep do you need?
More than 9, definitely.
You
I'm
love
a big
sleeping.
Yeah, I love sleeping. I can sleep any time,
Yeah,
literally any time.
actually, you know what? अभी मैं थोड़ा टाइम पहले ही अपनी डॉटर का एक रजिस्टर देख रही थी और उसके ऊपर लिखा था "When in doubt, go to sleep." Is it true for you?
That's absolutely true. Actually, and मैं पूरा time power naps लेती रहती हूँ. I
Uh-huh.
literally believe in taking power naps all the time. Like whenever I feel like I do that. So yeah, I love
Great.
sleep.
Okay. So are you a morning person or a night person?
A night person, definitely.
Okay. That's also probably one of the reasons you must be getting up late in the morning.
Sorry.
That's the reason you must be getting up late in the morning also?
Yeah, I get up very late in the morning. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, this one is going to be very interesting क्योंकि मुझे भी इस पे थोड़ा doubt है इस question पे. Let's see. Have you ever slapped anyone in the face?
Oh shit, I really don't want to disclose that, but okay, yes, I have, and I hope that person is not watching me right now. I'm sorry, bro, but okay, yeah, I did.
Okay, fine. Do you currently own any stuffed toys?
I do, yes, many, many. Yeah.
Okay, so you're very fond of stuffed toys, right? So if I were to give you a choice between talking or texting, which one would you choose? Talking or texting?
Well, it depends on person to person, but okay, talking, yes, any day.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
Then I'm giving you four options:
okay.
FB, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn.
Instagram.
Okay. Polka dots or stripes?
Polka dots, any day.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Would you rather come face to face with a miniature hippopotamus or a giant cockroach? And remember, both of them are in a bad mood.
Uh,
And you're
uh,
fond of animals.
yeah, but hippopotamus or okay, yeah, a miniature hippopotamus would be better.
Yeah, yeah, I think. I thought so.
Yeah,
I thought so because cockroaches they look more
cockroaches
creepy.
are creepy, exactly.
Yeah, yeah. So I was hoping to get this answer from you. Okay, so the next one in line is Amya. So Amya, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, Amya, what is your favorite
Sorry, your voice is cracking.
what is your favorite holiday destination?
Goa. Any day.
Okay, okay. How long does it take you to get ready?
An hour or so.
Okay, it takes you an hour. Great.
No,
Uh,
so getting ready involves looking for the clothes. So that takes hell
okay,
lot of
that takes
time.
more that takes more
Yeah.
time.
To
Okay,
choose the clothes.
that's interesting. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how good a driver are you? Do you drive first of all?
Yeah, I drive.
Okay, so on a scale
So
of one
for
to
me,
ten, how many?
I'll rate myself at 9. But for others
Okay.
sitting beside me, I might be around
वो
7
तो
or 8.
जैसे हम थोड़ी देर पहले डिस्कस कर रहे थे ना, कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे लोगों का सबसे पहला होता है
Right.
या तो इसमें कोई लेडी बैठी होगी या कोई ओल्ड जेंटलमैन बैठे
Exactly.
Yes.
so
And they
that is all.
say that you like anything. If you are a female driver, people will come near you, stop their car, and then rush there. Because of
Right.
it.
Then, do you ever post inspiration post on social media?
Yes, I do.
Okay. What's your favorite number and what's the reason for the same?
My favorite number is 9 because being born on that same day, I
Okay.
feel that 9 is the luckiest number for me.
Okay, that's great. Then, if you could ask one question from God, what would be?
Uh, when will this corona get over?
Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one. We all need to know that.
Right.
Yeah,
Let's make it right now.
right. And what's the weirdest dream that you've had till date?
The weirdest dream, yeah, I recently had it that till now the results have not been declared for our course. Only our course is left for the results declaration. So I had a dream that somebody, like I had 5 subjects, so I have got good marks in 4 of them. But on the fifth one, I have been evaluated by somebody else's paper. And now
Okay.
the screenshot have come. Now I have looked at their handwriting. कि इसकी handwriting मुझसे अलग है, ये evaluation गलत करी है. So I had this weird dream.
तो नींद में भी ग्राफोलॉजी नहीं छूटती है आपकी. Okay. Then how many cups of coffee or tea do you have during the day on an average?
Two. 2 cups of
Okay.
coffee. Yeah.
That's moderate. That's quite decent. Okay. Nice. So you also did pretty well on this. And now I move on to Shivangi. Shivangi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
So here goes your rapid fire question round. And what is the nickname your parents used to call you or they still call you? Yeah. Shivangi, I think there's some problem with your network. We can't hear your voice properly.
Is it better now?
Yeah, you could try. Are you able to hear my questions?
Yes, yes, I am able to hear your question.
Yeah, now I
So
think
the
it's
nickname
slightly
that my
better.
parents, yeah. So my parents call me using the name Muskan.
I still didn't get the name.
Muskan. It's Muskan.
Muskan, okay. And that's the reason you
Yes.
have this Muskan on your face. I think that's the reason why they used to call you that. Okay,
My friends say that to sabhi Muskan deti hai. That is the reason your name is Muskan.
right, right, right. What's your favorite ice cream flavor?
Favorite ice cream flavor? I can eat any ice cream, but I want ice cream. That's the important thing.
Okay. Then, do you think women are really complicated as they say?
Come again? I missed your question.
Yeah. Do you think women are really complicated as they say?
Yes, we are very complicated. I, as a woman, I'm very complicated. And it's going to be a very complex decision for my husband to guess what exactly I am.
ये है क्या? ये है क्या चीज? Okay. Then,
So, very
dark chocolate. Yeah, dark chocolate or milk chocolate?
darkest chocolate. I love dark
Okay.
chocolates.
Okay, that's nice. Do you Instagram your food?
No, I hate such things. मतलब food भी कैसे पे डाल सकते हैं never.
Okay. Then what's that something that you could go on to eat for a week's long time? ऐसा क्या है जो आप एक हफ्ते तक खा सकते हो?
Sandwich. I mean, I am very diet conscious, तो मुझे कुछ भी गंदा गंदा मिल जाएगा बस मुझे खाने के लिए चाहिए. It could be a bowl of ghee, bowl of dal, anything, but it has to be,
Okay.
good in quantity.
Okay. Perfect. Then what does a person need to be happy according to you?
Um, Crazy. Can do
The way
anything and
Shubhangi,
anywhere and anytime.
the
So
way
yeah.
Shubhangi says she is crazy and she's happy. So that's exactly what she's answered. So what's your favorite season and why?
I missed your question.
What's your favorite season and why?
Um, I love rain. It resonates a
Okay.
lot with my feelings, so I love raining.
Okay, that's really nice. So it indeed was a great pleasure. You all passed with flying colors, girls. You've all done really well. Some
Thank
great
you.
set of answers.
Thank
It was
you.
great and nice
Thank
knowing
you.
each one of you. And thank you for accepting my invite once again. Thank you for being here. Thank you for inspiring everyone. My heartfelt gratitude to each one of you for being present here this evening.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you
Thank
for
you so much. Thank you,
having me.
ma'am, for having us here.
Good Sunday. Fun
Yeah.
Sunday for us.
Yeah. So thank you so much once again. And with that, we come to the end of the show, and I would like to end this broadcast here. Okay.
Bye,
Thank you so
everybody.
much,
Take
Bye.
ma'am.
care.
And
Happy
yes,
Diwali.
before I leave, a big thanks to all our audiences who were live here with us, commenting and inspiring and motivating our panelists for the evening. And let's see, we have one last comment here. Great energy, loved all of your inputs. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And right. So this is the comment by Sur Khurana. Thank you, Sur. You've been constantly motivating our panelists for the evening. Thanks a lot once again, everyone. That brings us to the end of the show this evening.
Thank you. Thank you,
Okay.
everybody. It
Thank
was great
you.
meeting you all.
Bye.
Thank
Yeah.
you.